I'm hoping it's almost done. Oh, here we go. Okay, it looks like we are live on Facebook. All right, let me go back to Zoom. Okay. Hey, everyone on Facebook, come join us in the Tech Thursday websites and landing pages, or you can stay here. But I'm going to show you first how to go through the Kelly Guide. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. All right. Let's get a new page. Oh my, I have lots of things opened. Goodness gracious. Okay. Let's open a new window. First, we are going to go to agent.kw.com and log in. All right, looks like we got Tabitha Polly watching in the Facebook group. And we're going to log in. It's the same username and password that you use for everything. KWY. Oh, I'm glad it decided to go in. That wasn't going to be a pretty day if I'm trying to teach something and it doesn't work. Okay. Now we are going down to this consumer tab. It used to be called sites, but now we're going to go to consumer. I'm going to teach you really quickly how to do the Kelly Guide. Okay, we're going to configure our site right here. Okay, and every time you go through, it is going to have you click which one you want to use. Playster's not around anymore. We don't really want other options. We're going to use this one. So click the first one and click submit. Okay. Then we're going to scroll down to get started. This is how you get in every single time. We're going to acknowledge and continue. This is when you want to set up and edit your consumer website. And I use the word consumer website because you'll notice that this one isn't as branded as some of the other sites that you're used to. This was created with the consumer in mind and what the consumers want. So it's mainly just a search bar. Over on the right-hand side, that is the stuff that we can fill out and that we will get ready to go. But over here is a live view of the web page. So the first thing you want to do is claim your subdomain. Mine is dianarr.kw.com. You can choose which way you want it to go. I could put dianaroberts.kw.com. I could put Roberts Home Selling Team, whatever I wanted it to be. And that is just how your consumers will get here unless you have a domain name that is like dianaroberts.com. I could point that as here as well, but this is your subdomain. You're going to click confirm domain when you're done. If you would like to change it, this is the same place to come back and change it. If I wanted to change it, I could click in here and reconfirm. But I'm happy with it for now. So I'm going to click on marketing profile information and I'm going to make sure everything's filled in. This should come from your marketing profile. And if you are a new agent, it is highly likely that most of this was filled out for you by Scott Leroy in onboarding. But we're just going to make sure that we're happy with everything. My first and last name. The brokerage is Denton. I gave it the brokerage address and the business name. I gave it my job title, email address, the office phone number. You put your mobile number there as well. I have a biography. If you don't, put something in there for now, and you can always tweak it later by coming back in the same way. Your agent license number. The compliance legal footer that you need to put in is each office is independently owned and operated. So make sure you put that in there. The Market Center brokerage license number for everyone is 0449245. And you can put the brokerage phone number here, 940-484-9411. Okay. The compliance legal footer. If you would like to put a link to your IBS on your site, send me an email and I'll get that over to Scott Leroy and he can help get that loaded in there for you. If you want to put any other legal footer images at the bottom, you can do that there. I have my picture from the marketing profile, but you could also click upload and do another one and upload for the brokerage logo if you don't like the two that are there or you don't see one. If you would like to have a link on your web page that goes to your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, you can go to where you want them to land on Facebook, like your business page, and just copy the URL at the top right here and paste it in here. And that's going to give them a link to go to all of your branded sites if they wish to do so. If you have the KW app link, you can put it here. I don't have one, so it's not going to show up there. Okay. Now over here is what they see. Okay. All right, so I'm going to click Save and Continue. That takes me to the next page. Okay. Over here, I can decide, if you look, there's little marks right here as to where this red or this dark theme go. I don't think it's a big deal currently on the website, but I just chose red. And under this homepage text right here, if you change this line under homepage text, it changes it right here. So this is the homepage text. It says find your dream home. And as you change it, you'll actually see it change on the website. See? So you can see exactly what it looks like in real time. These pictures that come up behind the search bar, they're what's known as homepage hero images. There are currently 5 really nice high definition pictures in there, and you can preview them over here. But some of them might be a little more urban than our area. If you have really good high quality photos that you would rather replace it with, you can go to the one that you don't like or all of them that you don't like and click the trash can. So if I say this one doesn't really apply to Denton that much, although we do have a couple apartment complexes or townhomes that kind of look like that, you can click the trash button and at that point you'll be able to upload another image. If you want to brand this a little bit more, you could upload high quality photos of like team and group pictures there, or if you're farm and ranch, you could upload farm and ranch pictures there. If you wanted, to brand it really to City of Denton, you could do City of Denton pictures in there. So this is where you have a little more leeway as to how you brand your site. Just make sure they're good, high quality photos. Okay. After you're happy with those, we can click Save and Continue. If it goes, that would be nice. There we go. I think it's going to go now. This is the page that stumps the most amount of people. Okay. This page is called the company profile. And there are a lot of uses for it, and it's highly likely the first time you come through here, you're not going to be ready for this one, but I'll give you a couple of examples of what people have done, what I've seen happen. So I changed the background picture. Yours isn't going to look like this. I changed it to a picture of the square in Denton, and I changed search engine optimization. Unless you know SEO, we can just leave that one alone for now. Okay. So if you do the page header right here, this is where you can change that. The hero image, the header image behind it, it's here. Keep in mind that's a rectangle. Don't try to upload a square. It doesn't fit. So make sure that your picture is big enough. You're able to drag and drop and choose what part of it, but just keep in mind it's a rectangle, okay? The intro paragraph right here, that goes right here. This header here, it goes right here, and the paragraph below goes here, and this image goes right here. Okay, and I'm showing you this really quickly, and then I'll tell you some of the ideas of how to use this page. This second headline goes right here, the paragraph underneath, and this is the image right here. The footer goes right here, and this is the footer paragraph. Okay, so let me give you some ideas as to how people are using this. If you have a team, you could say, meet, since Tabitha's watching, I'll use Tabitha. Meet Tabitha Polly, and her picture's here. Meet Tabitha Polly, and a description of her, right? And then you could say meet the team. And if you had a team photo of everybody else on the team, you could put it here and a description of them there. So you can use it kind of as a meet the team. Okay, if you're a single agent, I have seen it be right here. People say, why people should use you to buy or sell, or why you should use this. And then you could put a picture of a for sale sign here and make this about sellers, why they should sell with you. And then this one about buyers. So there are quite a few uses of this page, and really it's going to depend on how you want to use it, how you want to go with that. So just make sure that you spend a little bit of time here, and you don't have to do it all at once. You can do the rest of this and then come back to that after you've had time to think about how you want to use it. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next one. We're going to click continue. The next one is the About Me page. So, and I actually do have, no, I did. Okay. The search engine optimization. If you know anything about SEO, what you are basically doing is telling Google, I want my website to show up when these keywords are put into the search bar. So if you want to do basic SEO, you could say Keller Williams Realty, real estate, North Texas, DFW, homes for sale, listings, that kind of thing. It doesn't have to be in sentence form. You just want to get the keywords in there. If you don't understand it and don't want to mess with it, skip it. We'll just go to the contact section or content section, sorry. So this title is where I put about Diana. You can put about me, about our team, about whoever you're wanting it to be about. Your title goes down below. And your bio goes right here. So it pulled the bio from the previous section. If you want to adjust it here, you can do so. Okay. And then it talks about contact Diana, the phone number, and the email address. Pretty straightforward. If you filled out the first page, there shouldn't be a whole lot to change here. So we're going to go ahead and click continue. The next page is about contact us. So again, I'm not going to do the search engine optimization. We talked about that, but we're going to click on content. The page header is here. You can make that say contact Town and Country Realtors, or however you want that to be. The intro paragraph is down below. It is optional if you don't want to do anything there. And this is where the clients can fill in their name, address, phone number, everything for you to be able to contact them. Side note, if they fill this out, it goes straight into command for you and you never have to enter that. So there's a little bit of time saving there. Okay. Right here, this message hint, it says, are you looking to buy or sell? What is your time frame? What are you in? What are you in? Where are you in your search? I can't read today. And what is your budget? You could change that, but think about it. If they answered all of those questions, you'd be doing pretty good when you gave them a call. Okay. And then it pulled the phone number and email address from before. I'm going to click save and continue. And I'm done. I'm all done. The Kelly guide is done. And now when I go to my website, keep in mind, if you just did this for the first time, it may take a little bit to load. If I click in dianarr.kw.com, I can actually view my website. So based on everything before, this is the website. This is the consumer website, okay? Every time they added anything to this home screen here, this front landing page, the customer satisfaction rate actually went down. Keller Williams wanted to set you up in a way to where you and your website could actually compete with places like Zillow and Realtor.com and Trulia. Check out their web pages. They look exactly like this. Well, I say exactly, but they're spruced up in different ways. However, this is what your consumer wants. They want to be able to fill in a search bar. They don't want to have to find the search bar. They don't want featured properties. They don't want all of the frills. They want a super powerful search feature. And that's what we're giving them. Also, this is the only one that currently does neighborhoods. Neighborhoods, guys. Okay. But when they come here, they can search here. This is a nationwide website. Nationwide. So your friends or family in another state can use your website in order to search for homes in their area. And then when they're ready, you can actually refer them out to an agent using Kelly. All right. So right here, I actually deleted, I didn't want people to be able to find my Facebook and all of that. I'm not actually an agent, so I didn't do that. But if I had hooked up any of those other 5 things, it would be right here. So when you click down, here's the home page. Here's that company profile we talked about, the about me and the contacts. And then they've got information out at the bottom. They can go ahead and fill out to talk. They don't have to go to the about me page. And it's got all the information down below. So our website is now ready. So that is ready to go. Now we get to the fun stuff. I don't know if I can close this. Gotta move this. There we go. Let's create a landing page. Okay, here's the difference between a landing page and a attached to agent site. When I click on create a new page, I've got 2 options and they both do different things. The on my agent site allows for you to create something that is actually going to be attached to your site. So it will actually show up in your drop down menu right here. Okay. Let's take a look at that real quick. On my agent site, create page. Once it loads, here are the things you can add. Here is your workspace, okay? So everything you drag and drop from over here over there becomes on the website. So let's say that I wanted to do a testimonial list. Let's say I've got some testimonials and I want to have them on my web page. I can click the testimonial list and it comes up here. And then if I scroll down, if I wanted to add a testimonial capture form, if I pull it down here, it actually drops it below. If I can get it, there we go. Okay, it dropped it below. See, when I dropped it down towards the bottom of the widget that I just put in, it actually created another section. So here, your clients can actually turn in testimonials for you. Okay. Keep in mind, I'm not editing these widgets yet. I'm simply designing what I want it to look like. Okay. If I wanted to download my app page, I could drag and drop that over here. If I wanted a team, keep in mind with this team one, if you want a team page tab at the, you'll pull that over, and then they have to have already, your entire team that's hooked up has to have already gone in and filled out their marketing profile in Command, and then it will pull that. So if you wanted a team page in that drop down, that's how you would do that. Okay. And then if I wanted to add some content blocks, anything, I could do that, or any layouts. If I wanted to do grid items, I could do that there. Okay, now I want to configure these widgets. So I can click on configure widgets, and anything without a green check does need something. So I can click on the tutorial or the testimonial list. Now I have to already have these. So if I'm pulling these from my Playstore site, I already have them, right? Or if I'm pulling them from another one, and what you're going to do is just fill them in. We can click browse testimonials. If you had some, you can pull those over, and you're just going to fill in the testimonial. It's not going to let me. Okay. When I'm done with this one, I can click the arrow to go to the next one. And if I wanted to change anything here, I could, and then I could save and apply. I don't think it's going to let me because I didn't actually fill in that first part. Okay. We're going to, when you're done, you would change the name right here. Testimonial page, and click Save Changes. At that point, it would actually attach it to your website. Okay, I'm going to go back and show you the difference. So you saw all of the widgets that were there when you clicked on Add to My Site. Now let me show you a standalone page. What I mean by a standalone page is you're not going to find this on your website. Nobody's going to find this unless you advertise this page. So you want to use this. Maybe you're wanting to do a listing or an open house page or a market snapshot in order to direct people to from maybe a Facebook ad. There's a lot of different ones here. So we've got agent branding. So the first thing that I always do is a branded header. I want, when somebody gets here, I want my picture and my name at the top. I want them to be able to see me and have it branded. I'm going to show you a listing one just real quick. So if I click on this listing and I drag and drop it over here, you see this green bar? This green bar is showing where it's going to go. If I click and dropped it right here, then my header would be at the bottom. I don't want my header at the bottom. I'm going to drop it right here so that my header is on top. And when I let go, it's going to take a minute, and then it's going to place it for me. Again, right now I am just picking the layout in which things I want on here. I will edit those later when I go to configure widgets. So I'm just picking the layout right now. This is all going to pull from KWLS, and I'll show you how. So we've gotten to the bottom. Now, what else could I put here? Let's see. A lead form. What if I want them to be able to talk to me? I can put a lead form right down below. If you saw the green bar, it was showing me that I could put it at the bottom. There we go. Now look. I've got this neat way for them to give me information if they wanted to learn more. And then I could put the legal footer down at the bottom. Okay, I got my little green bar, kinda. Drop it. And now I've got my legal footer at the bottom. It also, if I had them, it would have put all of my Facebook and Twitter and all of those pages there. Okay. All right, I am very happy with this. So I am going to rename this. And we will call it 123 Hot Street. I'm going to have to choose a different address here in a minute to configure so that you'll see. Oh no, I know one, 2105 Azalea. Uh-oh, I think I accidentally hit back. I did. Did it actually get saved? Because I hit a wrong button. I don't think it did. So I'm going to very quickly, without stepping you through, get my page set up. Show you how quickly, if you know what you want, you can get this done as well. So that would be nice. All right, now I'm back where I was. So we'll call this 2105 Azalea Street. Okay. All right, so now I want to configure my widgets. I want to tell it what I want it to look like. When I go to the branded header, I can put a text here. Now, I would use this if I was doing this for a website to say something about amazing home near UNT. Or you could put the address up there, whichever way you want it. But you type it under header text right here, and it goes over here. I think it'll do it as soon as I save. I'm going to check the picture, the name, the phone number, the email address, and if I had a team logo, I could put it there. And then I'm going to save and apply. All right, there we go. So now it's got amazing home near UNT. That's the other thing that I like about doing the header at the top of each page is you get a pretty neat tagline at the top. Okay, and I'm going to go to the next widget right here with the arrow, and I'm going to browse listings. The reason I chose that 2105 Azalea Street is off the top of my head, I know that this is Melissa Sanchez's property, so I know I can pull it. Because this is nationwide, you do have to be a little bit specific with the address. Otherwise, if I just put 2105 Azalea Street, I'd find a lot of them. So I'm going to find the one, like this is Melissa. We've got all the date and time. This is definitely the one I was talking about. So I can click select. Now what it did was it pulled the information. See, I never put the price and all of that. It pulled the front picture, so I can tell it I want to use the front picture, but if you liked a different picture better, you could do that. And I'm going to click save and apply. Okay, so now it loaded the picture in for me. It loaded, it is a pending listing currently. It loaded the status. So if I was using this as a just under contract or something, it would normally say active there. It did pull all of the information for here. It's got about the property. It does have a carousel that actually flips on its own of the pictures. It's got more information right here. And it's also got a Google map as to where it is. And it's also interactive. So once this goes live, if they click on that, they can zoom in and out of the property and see what is around it. And then I'm done with that widget. So I can click here and go to the next one. I can change the header here, but not a whole lot to change there. I'm happy with it. And then I can change the footer. If I wanted all my Facebook links there, I could put them in. If I decided I didn't want those on this page, even though they're on my website, you can delete them as well. And it just pulled all of the other information. So when I'm done, I can click Save and Apply. All right. And over here is the live, what will be the live view of my website. If I am, or this page. If I am happy with it, I can click Publish Page. Yes, I would like it to be visible. Now, what can you do with this page? This is your link right here. So if you want to see it, you can click on that link and it'll actually pull up the web pages. Everybody is going to see it. Okay. This is my web page. Super easy to build, guys. These are really powerful and super easy to build, so please take advantage of them. Now, what can I do with this website? All right, first thing I'm going to do is copy this link. And I'm going to show you real quick what to do if you ever get a message that your link is too long. If you ever get a message when you go to paste this link somewhere that it's too long, there's a free place to fix that. It's bit.ly.com, bitly.com, okay? So you take the link from over here that I copied, and you come into Bitly and you see the shorten button. We're going to put it right here, and we're going to shorten it. It now gives me a Bitly link that is much shorter. So now it'll fit on some of those websites that maybe it wouldn't have before. All right, I'm gonna post it to Facebook. I'm gonna pretend I'm not actually gonna do it, okay? So if I go to Facebook, this would be perfect if you were running a, if you were going to run a Facebook ad for your listing. This is a perfect page to have them land on. You could also pull up your website and search all the way down to that listing and leave them there if you didn't want to build a custom page for it. And then when you would come to here to post, you could paste your link in here. All right, they've worked on that. Last time I tried this, actually, it wasn't so pretty, so they have updated how it does it there. So then I can put amazing home 1 mile from UNT, gorgeous and remodeled. Okay, whatever you wanted to put there, just make sure that wherever you post this, you do have Keller Williams Realty all written out just to be compliant, and make sure that your post follows all the guidelines. But you post that there, and then when they clicked on that link, they would land exactly right here in the website that you built. So that's a great way of free, beautiful websites that didn't cost you anymore. You could post to Facebook for your listings and promote them. We do have a few minutes. Does anybody have a question or have a request for me to show? Otherwise, I can go back and see what other widgets we could play with. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I think we talked about some of those. Let me show you about your app, because your consumer site and your consumer app are very much linked, and there are a few things that you need to do. So in the same place, we're still under the consumer page. I haven't left here since we started. We have this guide builder. There's a few things to do in there. If you have not installed your KW app, do so. You want to see what your clients are going to see. It's super powerful. It's the only one on the market that actually goes down and they can search by neighborhood. So it is definitely a game changer by way of apps. So the guides are under here. So if I click on buying guide, in the app down at the bottom, there's one that talks about guides, and your client can actually move this along in the process. So the first one that comes up is start your search. And when you click on it, when I clicked on there, again, it popped out a place for me to be able to change it. So if I wanted to change start your search to other verbiage, you could absolutely do so right here. And it also gives the subtext that comes up right here. So you can change that. When they go in, here's the workspace. Here's what they see. So you need to read every single card here and make sure it is the verbiage you want to use. I know you can get pretty highly customizable, so just read them, pull it up on your app, go through. If it says something that you don't like, this is where you would change that. If I had decided that I do not want my buyers to start on the start your search, I want them to start on get pre-approved, I can click on here and drag it to the top. I don't want them to start their search until they're pre-approved, right? Just me. You can change that right there. Make sure you click on every single one though. And make sure that they have words. A couple of them don't have words. Okay. All right, and then we can check this one. Tour homes. Okay, I think you get the idea on that. And this introduction. Okay, then I currently have not found this in the app at all yet, but everyone needs to know this. So I hope there's a ton of you that has watched this or will watch this. If you read this, your timeline guide, congratulations on starting the process of buying your home. This timeline will guide you through the process. Paul will be providing insights on each steps. I'm not Paul. You're not Paul unless you are Paul. So we do need to change that. Over here, we can change it. I'm going to leave it there because I want this to be wrong so that I can say this every time, but you want to change that from Paul to your name. All right. If I click back, I can go to the selling guide. And again, you've got the guides over here. So you can click same way as the other, just make sure they all have words. They may not. Most of them do. Again, you can change the order by dragging and dropping. And also check your description over here. Paul is mentioned on this description over here as well. So I would make sure that I get that updated as quickly as possible. I have not found that anywhere yet, but it could be. All right. And then let's click on this sites and app settings. It's on this bar no matter which part of consumer tab you're under. Let me just show you some things that you can do in there as well since we have a few minutes. Instead of going through the whole Kelly guide, which you could do more right here if you wanted to. If I just wanted to go in and change those hero images, I could do that right here under the General tab. Okay. If I wanted to change the download my app landing page, I could do that here. I've got URLs. Click on URLs. This poor computer is working really hard right now. There we go. These are basically some of the frequently changed things on your website so that you don't have to go through that whole Kelly guide every single time. If I wanted to change the theme, that's right here. And different site pages are right here. You could also change these around. If I wanted the contact me first, I could click, drag, and drop, and it would go here. I'm not going to yet, though. If I wanted to add a page, I could do that here. And if you ever log in and you've made a change to your website, and all of a sudden your site is not branded, you have triggered a fail-safe. And they're not exactly sure if you're compliant. And so this is a nationwide website. And so the problem is every single state has their own regulations as to what you are required to have on your advertising and on your websites. So if you log in and your website is not branded, come here and check this toggle. If it is gray, that's why you've triggered the fail safe, and it wants you to make sure you're compliant. So you'll just click it, and as long as it's green, you are good to go. You can also learn more with Kelly guides here. That's how you go through the Kelly guide again. And site options. Again, we can go back through the Kelly guide there. Does anybody have any questions at all? All right. Well, I know that this was very quick. I went through very quickly because I know most of you are probably not stepping along. You're just watching the video. But if I went too fast and you need to stop and pause for any reason, please feel free to do so. And we will definitely have this video on our YouTube channel. So if you need to find it later and you can't find it in all of the Facebook scrolling, you can go to youtube.com and search for KW Denton. I'm the first one on there with the red and white logo, and all of my training videos are on there. So you'll be able to pull them up and watch them anytime that you see fit. So I am going to have an open door time from 2 to 3. You can come see me. If you're watching this later, sorry, it's 2 to 3 this week, the first week of April. And I hope to see you there. It's kwdentondiana.com. Y'all have a great day. All right. It's done. We're not on Facebook anymore.